Hey everybody, this is your girl, the Authentic Empress, and this is going to be a reading for the sign of Libra. New Year messages for the sign of Libra. New Year as in the spring equinox, Aries season, right? Divine and loving ancestors, what messages do you have for the sign of Libra? What messages do you have for the sign of Libra? Somebody may be dealing with some vampire-like energy. So people trying to, let's see what comes out. People attempting to drain you in some shape or form. So we have goddess and rebel. Light attribute, the feminine expressed through wisdom, nature, life force, and sensuality. Shadow attribute, exploitation of the female nature and form. Rebel. Oh, let me show you the card. I'm sorry. So you know Libra is a Venusian. So I'm getting like 111 on the timer just now, confirmation. So this whoever you are, Libra, you are a very original and individualistic person. Very beautiful. Very, very beautiful. Naturally beautiful. Of that Venusian energy, right? So we also have rebel or rebel. Light attributes. Challenges authority to affect social change. Reject spiritual systems that do not serve inner needs. Another thing about the Libra is the scales, right? The Queen of Swords. So cutting off those things, that do not serve us, those things that are detrimental and destructive, to our spiritual, emotional, and mental needs, right? Things that sabotage, who we truly are meant to be manifested into in this lifetime. Our purpose and our mission. And not just that, transmuting dark energy and karmic cycles from our legacies, right? And, restoring balance wherever, whatever position, you're given, being that element of balance and harmony, right? Bringing that balance to whatever situation or leadership role that you're placed in, Libra, right? And being resilient in your rebelliousness, right? As long as you're rebelling, with the divine cause. So you could also be experiencing people rebelling against you, right? I just heard, or even encountering people, lovers, I'm going to say what I heard, lovers, or, people who are supposed to be companions, being a companion-like energy with you, opposed to competing with you. So you probably have people competing, you probably have a past, have encountered people trying to compete with you, because of this beautiful energy that you exude, and, just your strength and resilience in rebelling against unjust or unrighteousness. So these are New Year messages for the sign of Libra. This is so Libra, like just these two cards is so fucking Libra to me. Yeah, because we have the Rescuer on the bottom of the deck. Yeah. Light attributes. Provide strength and support to others in crisis. Acts out of love with no expectation of reward. So, and then we have shadow attributes. Assumes that the rescued will reciprocate. Keeps the rescued one needy. So, also, maybe you've encountered, some people trying to create conflict within your energy by not reciprocating. It was 422 on the timer just now. By not reciprocating this love that you gave, right? Unselfishly, like selflessly, right? But don't let this put a damper on your energy. Your energy is very beautiful. Once again, we have to help people who are willing to help themselves, right? And not just that, operating in discernment, right? Being very discerning. which you are, because, you know, the goddess card talks about that mother energy, that feminine energy that's expressed through wisdom, nature, life force, and sensuality. So if we're talking nature, we're talking about, you know, we're talking about water, we're talking about the sun, we're talking about, you know, all these elements of, you know, intuitive energy, right? Insight and enlightenment. So you have, you know, the moon, right? And then for the rescuer to be here, you know, with this water and, you know, this lifesaver, I forgot what they're called. I'm going to call it a lifesaver. Or float, but you know what I'm trying to say here. And the fact that it's even shaped in a heart, you know what I'm saying? So you guys, this is very beautiful energy here. So let's clarify. Provide strength and support to others in crisis. Yeah, so whatever leadership role that you're going to have, or whatever position you're going to have, is going to be to help people move away from, you know, the energy of isolation, or feeling isolated due to emotional afflictions and emotional abuse. You're going to be kind of operating like that advocate. You could be an advocate of some kind as it relates to this type of energy here. Like I said, rebelling against destructive, you know, patterns and constructs and societal structures. But to know that, you know, you have nothing to worry about. You're going to be protected despite, you know, despite the history of what's been done, you know, to women, you know, operating in this energy, you know, the divine feminine, and people, you know, people's attempts to silence, you know, this is the age of Aquarius. That time is over. And not just that, you know, those ladies who have, you know, been, who had, you know, suffered to those type of things, those type of endings, right? They're ascended masters. They're ascended masters. And if they were warriors when they were here in this lifetime, just imagine what type of energy they on, like in the 5D, right? In the spirit realm. And you need to know that you have their support, and that you can reach out to them at any time. The ascended masters and, you know, archangels and stuff like that. And, you know, Libra is exalted, you know. Libra is going to be exalted, you know, with Saturn and Aquarius, right? Saturn loves Libra because, you know, once again, Saturn is the lord of karma, you know, the balancer, right? Who does that sound like? It sounds like Libra, right? The scales. The scales. And understanding, you know, as being the scales, that it's gonna require you to be balancing your masculine and feminine energy, and, you know, to balance out, you know, situations, you know, in a sense of rebelling against, you know, demonic or dark, you know, karmic energies, cutting off those energies, right? As the Queen of Swords, you know, Libra is the Queen of Swords in tarot, cutting off those things and being stern. Right? Being very insightful, having the foresight, right? Protecting your kingdom, protecting, you know, the kingdoms, the divine kingdoms. We have seeker on the bottom of the deck. Life attribute, thirst for wisdom and truth wherever they are. This is definitely Libra energy as well. Right? Because in seeking out the truth and getting the truth, you're able to better restore balance as well. Right? It's like being a divine judge and, you know, being confronted with two stories, and then having to judge, you know, which story is the truth. Right? So understand that through your experiences, you know, however, you know, people try to abuse you, or try to silence you, or try to make it seem like you didn't know what you was talking about, you was crazy, you know, you was making implications, you was reaching, you know, even though your intuition led you to the truth, right? You had the truth, despite these people trying to create, you know, webs of, you know, illusions around you, or around others whom you presented this truth to. In spite of that, right? Because once again, that support, you know, from the divine, from the Most High, from the Ascended Masters, right? Saturn, that support from Saturn, the age of Aquarius. So yeah, this is definitely, know that you're going to be protected. There's not going to be anybody, because like I said, those energies, it only it only heighten your P's and Q's, basically, right? On what to pay attention to, like what signs, you know, to be aware of and take note of whenever you're judging, you know, the truth from fallacy. It only heightened, right, your P's and Q's. Yeah, because we have lover on the bottom of the deck. Great passion and devotion, unbridled appreciation of someone or something. Like I said, this could have been, you could have definitely dealt with people that you loved, you know, or lovers who try to compete with you, or try to make you feel like you was, you know, doing the most because you stood for the truth, regardless of what they was trying to convince you of what it actually was. But your intuition and your enlightenment let you know that, no, this is what it is. I know what I'm talking about. You're trying to confuse me. You're trying to make it, I see what you're trying to paint me as. I see whatever story you're trying to narrate and illustrate. But I know what it is. The divine has enlightened me to the truth. Because Saturn supports me. Of course, you know, operating in that high vibrational Libra energy, right? But yeah, so no, Modern Witch Tarot. Let's clarify these cards. We want to clarify with the Modern Witch Tarot. Don't pay this no mind, because I haven't shuffled these cards since the last time I used them. But we do have the King of Wands here. Yeah. So somebody, you could have been dealing with, see, and then we got the Queen of Wands. Definitely dealing with some karmic masculines and feminines, right? Trying to make you feel like you didn't know what you was talking about, or like everything is fine, even though they were stabbing you in the back or stabbing somebody else in the back, right? That you noticed and spoke up for and spoke up against, right? Trying to paint out, you know, illustrate this perception, you know, to other people that, you know, you were delusional, or you didn't know what you was talking about, even though you spiritually see these swords being thrown, or see how whomever this person was that you were advocating for, whether this was you or somebody else, you saw the truth. You rightfully stood up for them. You need to know that, you know, you were divinely led, and you were in the upright, right? You judged the situation righteously, despite of whatever, you know, these King of Wands, these people could have been fire signs, Sag, and then look, Seven of Swords. Seven of Swords. These people that's operating this cunning, crafty, sneaky energy. Like, no, you was on you. And we got the Four of Cups just now. Seven of Wands. Yeah. And thinking that the more people that they can rally up against you, the more, you know, people will be convinced that whatever truth that you revealed, right? Because I'm getting that it was like some shit that they been getting away with that Seven of Swords and that Ten of Swords. It's some shit that they been doing for some time. That, you know, yeah, because they were able to confuse people, maybe resorting to the spell work and dark magic. Yeah. Putting you in this energy where you had to defend yourself against these, you know, these people and these low vibrational, passionate energies. You know, this communication, you know, this misuse and abuse of communication with these wands, right? And people being passionate against you as if you're the villain, when in actuality you was the hero the whole time. You was the advocate. You was the avenger. You was the high vibrational aspect of it. And another thing too, I like, you know, this female in the Seven of Wands, because there's one video I did. I said, and even in all that, all these people coming at you in numbers, look how beautiful she is. Standing up against, Once again, that Venusian energy. So not only, see, these people, they were so inspired, right, to support whatever, you know, image that these dark energies was trying to portray on you, because a lot of it was rooted in envy and jealousy. They were jealous of you. They were jealous. That's what that was. And we got the Queen of Wands again. Jealous. Jealous of your spiritual energy, your high vibrational spiritual energy, that intuition, right? Your ability to not only be beautiful, but to be like spiritual in the upright, divinely so, right? And not having to abuse your beauty. You're just a natural beauty, right? Not having to abuse your temple in order to get people to, you know what I'm saying? No, you didn't have to do that. Yeah. Four of Swords and the Ace of Wands. So yeah, people trying to take action, you know, to put you in this energy, to try to get in the way of your abundance with this Ten of Pentacles here and your new beginning. But it's happening regardless. And this is the energy that they're in right now. Look, it only backfired. Because then we got the Six of Wands and your victory in the midst of all of this. You're victorious. Because right before the Six of Wands is the Five of Wands. Yeah. So like I said, people trying to intentionally, like people seeing this and can't do shit about it. That you're moving forward regardless. Regardless of their sneaky kind of energy, because we got the Queen of Swords here. Yeah, you know, they may have been able to create, you know, a delay of some kind, right? But it only added to you. Wheel of Fortune. It was divine timing. Age of Aquarius. I love you guys. This is the Authentic Empress, and I'll catch you next time.